Hello Aquarius, today we are tapping into the energy of the full moon in Aries on the 29th of September to understand what you're being encouraged to release over the coming month. The tarot cards are already out here on the table. I'm going to pull a surrender oracle for you, some clarifiers and also Moonology Oracle to see what we could get as a message of support from you from this full moon in Aries. If it's your first time here Aquarius, welcome. I'm Kirstine, a full-time professional tarot reader and astrologer. So what you've been encouraged to surrender, Aquarius, let's have a look for you. Oh, surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Right, there we go. And looking at your energy, your underlying energy for this full moon. We've got the moon card. The moon can talk about working our way through situations in life where we can't see a clear path forward, or there's been a lot of sort of mystery, you know, sort of a shrouded energy, not being able to see the path, having to rely on our instincts. There've been no clear signposts. This reading may follow on from your current theme of your current season or new moon readings. The links to those are down below. Okay, so let's have a look. So the full moon then in Aries on the 29th, what is shedding a light on for you is the Two of Swords reversed. This talks about looking to find the truth about something, maybe after a little while of not being able to see a situation clearly, having two truths, two things that we're navigating by. And certainly this moon energy, it does talk about you know, how are we navigating forward? Are we listening to the friendly voice, or are we listening to our negative fears and doubts? So it looks like a situation here, maybe there's been two truths, or an inability or an unwillingness to see the truth. It does look like now the situation, the full moon in Aries is shining a real light on it, and you're able to get to the bottom of it. And Aquarius, you're coming in with sun energy. This is absolutely beautiful. It's the polar opposite of this moon energy. It talks about illumination. The sun in astrology talks about who it is that we're learning to be. There's a lot of happiness and a lot of joy here with this sun energy. So I do think that whatever the difficulties have been with regards to moving forward, maybe mysteries or unknown elements about things, it does look like you're kind of coming in with a laser ray, seeing the truth of a situation and seeing a way forward. And around you, we've got the Devil reversed. This talks about an attempt to pull away from the things that pull our strings. Whether this is our own behaviour patterns, people, situations. The devil are the things that we give our power away to, the things that manipulate or control us, our behaviour, our lives, that kind of thing. When it comes in reverse, there is a sense here of really making an effort to pull away from the difficulties. As I say, from this sense of having a string pulled, this sense of being manipulated. So for you, there's a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. And between these two energies, it does look like whatever this sort of murky hidden truth has been, or this way forward has been in the past, there's now really kind of getting to the bottom of it after what is possibly, with this Knight of Swords reversed, possibly a mistaken approach or a sense of kind of rushing in, you know, or a lot of communication, maybe rushed ideas, rushed plans, that kind of thing. So it looks like there was a little bit of a mistaken approach in the past, where, you know, you were sort of navigating through this sort of unknown landscape, and now we do have this energy of really seeing the clarity, seeing the truth. You're very happy about this, really kind of bringing a beacon of light to the centre of the issue. And around you, we do have this energy of pulling or breaking away from this devil energy, the things that pull your strings. The situation will be individual for each of you, Aquarius. This is a general reading, so we are talking in general terms. So obviously just take the energies however they resonate. If you have access to your birth chart, have a look for planets or angles between 5 and 7 degrees of Aries, Capricorn, Cancer and Libra. If you have anything there, this full moon in Aries on the 29th will actually be activating. It will be triggering your natal chart. So you will find that you've experienced this full moon the endings, the epiphanies that come with that. And that's exactly what this looks like, a massive epiphany, you know, of this full moon. So you will actually feel it in very sort of personal ways. If you're an Aquarius rising, the full moon in Aries is activating your awareness of your neighbourhood, your local environment, what's around you. It could be sort of short trips, siblings, education, that kind of thing. But as I say, just take it however it resonates for you. So incoming energies, we've got the Four of Swords reversed. This speaks to a situation that maybe we'd had a little bit of rest and recuperation from. We've been away for a while to have a, you know, to get a little bit of a perspective, think about things, understand issues, understand difficulties, come to terms with them and draw a line under it. And the Four of Swords, it does talk about sort of coming back into a situation after being a little away for a little while, or sometimes for some of you it could be this sense of your rest and recuperation being kind of disturbed by the outside world. And then the obstacle for you is the Ace of Wands reversed. We'll get you some clarifiers for this. Yeah, this Ace of Wands reversed. Swords, it's all about mind, logic, communication, information, that kind of thing. When with the Ace, when it comes in reverse, there's a sense of a sort of mistaken information, a mistaken plan, a mistaken point of view. And I think that's obviously when we went rushing in, when there was this sort of mistaken approach or rushing in the past, there is something fundamentally at the core here, an idea, information, communication, that maybe was the wrong thing, you know. And it's that everything's been sort of built on, but we're now seeing, I think looking at this, you absolutely understand what this is, you know what this is, and there's an attempt here to overcome it, let's say breaking away, shining a real light on it, and coming back in with new truth. Now the outcome here, we've got the Knight of Wands reversed. We'll have a look at that for you in a moment. But yeah, surrender to miracles. I think whatever this situation was for you, Aquarius, you've done a very good job actually of getting clarity, getting to the bottom of it, understanding the truth, you know, finding a way forward through. The moon energy is quite difficult. It can talk about, you know, sort of emotional disturbances. It is quite it's a major arcana, so it can talk about a lot of emotional and sort of mental difficulties when we see the moon. There can be a lot of disturbance with that. So it looks like you've done an absolutely blinding job, literally, with all this sun energy coming in. And as I say, the sun, it can talk about your purpose. In astrology, your sun does talk about your purpose, you know, your reason for incarnating, that kind of thing. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Let's get you some clarifiers. If you're getting value from the reading so far, Aquarius, please do stroke that thumb of love and light down below. It helps me understand that what I'm uploading is relevant for you, and also it helps the reading to find those who may need to hear the message. Right, let's have a look. If you'd like to share your experience of what's going on for you this month, I'd like to read about it in the comments down below. Right. Okay, underlying energy. Got the Empress reversed. Yeah, so for these clarifiers, with the Empress reversed, the Empress is the divine creative. It talks about the things that we give birth to. Whether this is creative projects, children, that kind of thing. It's also the divine feminine. So for some of you, there may be, if this relates to a romantic situation for you, there may be something to do with the divine counterpart here, but the Empress is coming in reverse. There's a blocking to that birthing process of, you know, sort of creativity, or our own sense of our own, you know, your own sort of internal feminine, divine feminine, or as I say, possibly a romantic partner for some of you. So what we've got coming in, excuse me, with this Four of Swords reversed, it's coming in with the Page of Wands reversed. The Page of Wands, Wands is all about action, passion, inspiration, activity, that kind of thing. When the page comes in reverse, there's a sense here of something, a situation being disrupted because there's too many demands made on it, whether it's skill set, commitment. The situation becomes very sort of complex or demanding. And this is bringing in this sort of Four of Swords energy. So whatever the situation, I think this rest and recuperation, this kind of coming back in, it does look like when you come back in, there is a feeling here of a situation being very complex for you. There's a lot of demands maybe on your time, your effort, your energy. And then with the obstacle here, with this Page of Swords, with this Ace of Swords, we've got the Justice card. The Justice talks about truth, fairness, balance, the right thing. So with it, I suspect this is, we're really looking at, I mean, this to me looks like a kind of coming back in to set the record straight. There's a lot of complexity. It does look like whatever this initial Ace of Swords was, that's gone a bit wrong, this mistaken approach, it does look like there's quite a lot that needs to be done to kind of rectify this situation. A lot of complexities with this, but this is all about finding, you know, the truth and acting upon it, acting accordingly, bringing in justice, bringing in balance, bringing in fairness. So the truth, yeah, the truth, Aquarius, although complex to sort of put everything back into place, there is a need here, as I say, for truthfulness with this. So on the outcome, we've got the Knight of Wands. This again talks about things being disrupted. So here we've got, you know, a sense of overcomplication, over demands, that kind of energy, maybe not having the skill set, the time, the energy, the effort, or the inclination to be committed to something here. In the outcome, we've got the Knight of Wands reversed. This talks about the progress that's being made kind of being derailed, again, because it's complex, it's complicated. So what can we do? What can we do with regards to that for you? So we've got the Hierophant. There's that lack of commitment that I was talking about, the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords. Okay. This to me, I mean, it does look like, I think whatever this lack of commitment is about, this Hierophant, or maybe, I mean, for some of you, maybe this is some kind of spiritual truth, spiritual wisdom, orthodoxy, that kind of thing. Whatever this lack of commitment was around, or this sense of doing things in your own way, there is a specific problem here. Whatever this Ace of Swords is, I think it's actually sort of grounding, it's actually created a real issue. When the Nine of Swords comes in upright, this talks about just a sort of a free-floating anxiety. When it comes in reverse, there's actually a real issue that's been identified. Now, often with this particular problem, there's mental difficulty with it because it's a sense of, well, I can't tackle that directly. How can I approach it? And it is coming in with the Five of Swords reverse, and this is that sense of feeling a bit defeated but turning to despair. Let's get you some more clarifiers, because it does look like there is absolutely something here to do with commitment, orthodoxy, and how to tackle a specific problem. I mean, this might be a fairly, you know, maybe when you do come back into this situation, you might actually sort of see the issue and realise that it is quite a big issue, quite a big problem. It's going to be quite complex to resolve. And with this Devil energy, I mean, this is huge. The Sun and the Devil, they're both really big energies. So as I say, this sense of breaking away from the things that pull your strings. So whatever this issue is, I think, for you, Aquarius, there's a real sense of it being complex, complicated, but it does look like you're really sort of making a bid for freedom with this, you know, breaking away from something very significant that has been, you know, sort of manipulating you or pulling your strings in some way, and that has kept you in this Moon energy. So it does look like it's quite a complex situation for you. However, I mean, it looks like, you know, you're doing great work. Let's get you a message of support from this Moonology. We'll see what we can do. We can get some advice on this obstacle about the truth. Oh, I'm going around the wrong way. What on earth is going on? Oh, Aquarius, right, where are we going? Is it that way? What am I doing? I'm confused. Right, it's that way. Right, okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Right. Okay, Aquarius. Emotions are running high. Nothing will come of the situation. Okay. So I'm just looking at this. I mean, with emotions are running high, that, you know, there's often situations do become more difficult when people are very sort of emotionally invested in it. Emotions are very much at the surface with this Superman card. I'm just curious about what this Rock Moon card is talking about. Nothing will come of this situation. I just want to double check with that, what that's talking about. If I can find my little cards. Oh my goodness me, Aquarius, what on earth am I doing this morning? It's very early in the morning here. Let me just grab you another deck quickly. I can't see the woods for the trees today. I don't know what I've done with my other cards. Right, let's get you a. Oh, sitting there right in front of me. Oh my goodness, mate. Right, oh, what a lunatic. What's this void of course moon relating to, please, for Aquarius? Okay. Right. Okay. I mean, looking at this, Aquarius, it does look like, I mean, for you, you know, there is a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of illumination, happiness here going into this situation. I'm starting to wonder about this devil energy, this attempt around you to try and break away from the things that pull your strings. I think it does look like, with regarding to grounding this situation, getting it working. Sometimes this can be the happy home environment. We've got the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups reversed, and the Three of Pentacles. I think, looking at this, that despite your best intentions, Aquarius, whatever this devil energy is, whoever or whatever this is around you, they are going to have difficulty with this Three of Pentacles reverse collaborating. And with this Four of Pentacles, there's a sense here of not being able to kind of hang on to stability, not being able to sort of, there can be a little bit of a feeling of selfishness with this. So I suspect that despite your best efforts, your best intentions, Aquarius, excuse me, I think that you're actually trying to help. Looking at this, I think you're actually trying to help whoever's in this devil energy here. You're coming in with the best intentions, a great way to help them. There's a lot of emotional difficulty here. You can kind of see the truth of where things went wrong. However, when you get back into this situation, it does look like it's much more complex than you first anticipated, and possibly whoever or whatever this is, they don't actually have the skills or the ability to be able to do what needs to be done to break away from this. There might be, I mean, it could be, if this is a specific person for you, they might well not be telling you the truth, or they might have not told you the full extent of the difficulty that they were in. So actually getting to the truth to be able to do the right thing could be fairly complex. Emotions are running very high, you know, with this and this moon energy. I think looking at this, you're actually dealing with somebody who emotionally or mentally is in quite a difficult condition. They are attempting to pull away from an extremely toxic situation, circumstance, you know, that kind of thing. And I think that despite your best intentions to help them, it may be very difficult. However, I'm just reminded of your oracle. Be open to miracles, you know. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So the oracle's reminding me, you know, Kirsty, this could actually happen. I mean, do what you can to help this person, Aquarius. But I do feel that you are dealing with somebody where there is a lot of sort of despair, you know, sort of looking at an issue and saying, oh, I can't overcome this, I can't surmount this. And they are sort of having difficulty being able, you know, to sort of overcome this. There is a little bit of a sort of a selfishness here. But we do get that a lot when people are, you know, battling. This is sort of substance abuse or, you know, difficult people, difficult patterns. We do get that. We do see that quite a lot. So, surrender to miracles, Aquarius. I mean, it does look like this is a tricky situation for you. Miracles can happen, but it does look like you kind of got your work out for you. With all of this releasing, letting go, clearing out energy. What are you making space for? I'll be back on the 14th of October with your new moon, new beginnings reading. Next week we're doing love specific. We're focusing on love next week. And the weekend after, we've got an extra Saturday in September. So we'll be doing a 3-month autumn equinox forecast for you. So I look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, you can catch up with your current, new and full moon readings. I wish you clear eyes, a calm mind and a resilient heart.